All right, let's jump right in. I've got a story for you today that is, well, it's just bizarre. It's about a piece of incredible technology that completely vanished from the planet for thousands of years. We're going to be talking about the lost art of the Etruscan smile. So get this is the central, almost unbelievable fact we're going to unpack. Before Rome even conquered them, the Etruscans were creating gold dental bridges, doing complex oral surgery, all the way back in 700 BCE. We're talking about techniques that Europe wouldn't see again for 2,500 years. I mean, think about that. That's modern level dentistry, happening nearly 3,000 years ago. And then poof, it's just gone. So, yeah, the big question is, how is that even possible, right? How could a whole civilization figure out something so advanced, so sophisticated, only for that knowledge to just disappear? So completely that it took literally thousands of years for us to figure it out again? Okay, so let's dive into our first section, inside an Etruscan mouth. You might be wondering, how do we even know this is true? Is it just some old legend? Nope, not at all. The proof is physical, it's tangible, and it's absolutely undeniable. First, let's really put this date in perspective. 700 BCE. I mean, this is ancient. We're talking centuries before the Parthenon was built in Athens, way before the Roman Empire was even a thing. This is the dawn of written history. So just keep that number, 700 BCE, locked in your head as we look at what they were doing.
And this is what they could do. It's just wild. Archaeologists have found actual skulls with this mind-blowing dental work. I'm talking about custom-fitted gold bridges holding replacement teeth, sometimes animal teeth, sometimes other human teeth, right in place. They were using super fine gold wire to bind everything together, and X-rays even show they were drilling into teeth, probably to clear out decay. I mean, come on, this isn't some primitive hack job. This is real, honest-to-goodness, skilled dentistry.
And the reason we know all this, it's pretty straightforward. The proof is in the tombs. These skulls, with all their incredible dental work, were found in ancient Etruscan burial sites. It's like having a perfect little time capsule, showing us exactly what they were capable of. All right, on to our next section, the Great Vanishing. This brings us back to that huge question, if this stuff was so effective, so advanced, why did it go away? I mean, what on earth happened that turned these incredible dentists back into, basic tooth pullers for the next 2,500 years? Well, it wasn't just one thing. It was more like a perfect storm of events that just wiped this knowledge out. First, you've got the Romans. As Rome got bigger and more powerful, it basically just swallowed up the Etruscan civilization. Their whole culture, their language, any books or records they had, almost all of it was lost. And the Romans, well, their medicine was good, but it was focused on patching up soldiers on the battlefield, not on fancy dental work. But here's the real kicker. This kind of skill wasn't written down in a textbook. It was passed directly from a master to an apprentice. So when that chain gets broken, because of war or just cultural change, the knowledge just dies. It vanishes with the last person who knew how to do it. It's just a crazy reminder of how fragile this kind of hands-on knowledge is, right? Especially when it's not written down everywhere. All you need is just one broken link in that teaching chain, and poof, it's gone for good. Okay, let's move on to our next section, because to really get the scale of what was lost, we have to talk about what came next. Let's call it a world without dentists. Because for a huge, huge stretch of human history, that's exactly what it was. Just look at this timeline. It's brutal. You start at the top, 700 BCE, with the Etruscans doing this amazing work. Then the Romans take over, and you can see the skills already starting to fade away. Then just jump forward to the Middle Ages. What's dentistry then? Well, it's mostly just barbers ripping your teeth out with crude tools. That's it. It takes until the 18th century. We're talking 2,500 years later before we even start to get back to where the Etruscans were. I mean, the difference is it's staggering. Think about it. On one hand, you've got the Etruscans doing delicate surgery and making gold prosthetics. Then nearly 2,000 years later, what's the solution for any dental problem? Toothache? Pull it. Broken tooth? Pull it. Decay? Pull it. It was the only tool in the toolbox. It was a complete, total technological step backward. Okay, so let's get to our final section. Lessons in lost knowledge. Because this whole story, it's not just a cool piece of ancient trivia. No way. The story of the Etruscan smile actually has a really important lesson for us. right here, right now, about how we think about progress. There's actually a name for this whole idea. It's called technological regression. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's when a society literally forgets how to do things its ancestors had already mastered. You don't just stop moving forward, you actually start moving backward. And I think this is the big takeaway, the thing we really need to remember. We have this idea that progress is a one-way street, right? That things always get better, more advanced. But the Etruscans, they're the ultimate proof that that's not true. Progress is not guaranteed. It is absolutely not inevitable. It can be lost.
So I'll leave you with this to chew on. Think about our world today. All of our incredibly complex systems, the software that runs everything, the power grids, specialized manufacturing. How much of that knowledge is way more fragile than we think it is? How many skills are only known by a handful of experts? And what happens if that chain ever breaks again?